Guys, Fishing Addicts. On today's video we will be going over my Sangchris trip that we had our championship for Bass Illinois chapter. I forgot the whole freaking name, but it's from Kayak Bass Nation. We have a Illinois chapter that Mike Cusar is running, and I want to go over a few stuff. I have not been putting up some videos lately. I am super busy with making baits and stuff and completing orders, so I had a little bit of break. I took a little bit of break from tying jigs because it was going overwhelming at this point. So wanted to go finish up the video. Unfortunately, I don't have that much footage of day one and day two, which day one was probably my best day. I did catch my biggest fish from that lake on day one that I was fishing only for a couple hours, but unfortunately I didn't even have my cameras on the thing because I was trying out new stuff. But however, before we even get to the video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Gray. He got me a little fun box a couple months ago, and I keep on forgetting to mention it. And before the trip to SangCris, I removed some stuff. Well, he gave me a couple of crankbaits and his favorite frog and stuff. Of course, those are in there because I do like them as well. But I turn it into my to-go box when I am fishing. Instead of bringing a bunch of tackle, I set up whatever I'm gonna need, and I go with that. It saves up so much space in my kayak and weight. As most recently, I noticed that for I can go over 5.5 miles per hour if I am not loaded up to my tush. So tournament day, SangCris. So it is a fun power plant lake. I have fished it maybe a handful of times. This was my third tournament over there. I did fish one with no practice, and I didn't do so well on one of them. It was only like a handful of guys that actually fished it. I did end up second, and the reason I lost it was because I uploaded the wrong fish, and by the time I realized it, it was too late, and I should have looked into my messages. I did have a message from the guy that was running the tournament, said, hey, you submitted a fish that says 18, but it's actually 14 and a half. Do you have a picture of the fish? And I did send it back to him at the ramp, but at that point it was too late, and it was not a big deal. It was only like, I think the winner was getting $160 some, and second place got half that, $80. So like I said, it was a learning experience. Make sure you pay attention to what you're uploading. But let's start with the baits. Like I said, on the day one, when I got there, it was like almost 9 to 10 o'clock range a.m. I only saw 2-3 kayakers over there. Not a big deal. I just went all the way to the river and went back, fished maybe for an hour and a half, 2 hours max. The whole time I was in the water was maybe like 4 hours or less because I was hungry, and my boy C-Rod was getting the barbecue ready, and we had cold beers. So, and I fished for an hour. I caught 17 and a quarter. I got 19 and 21 and a quarter, and the other fish I did not measure. It was probably around 17-18 mark, but it was a nice chunker. I did post a couple of shorts from that weekend, from that day, so you can look up the videos. But bait number one was, for me, that was Flash Daddy 3.0. The one that I was using on practice, instead of having willow blades, did actually have Indiana blades. So instead of willow blades, I was using Indiana blades, which they are kind of like a teardrop shape, and I did pretty well. I was catching on black and blue, and I was catching on the, I would say the gizzard shad pattern, except the paddle tail was different. So I caught a couple of fish. I said, you know what? Not the area that I want to fish, because I only caught one that was over 20 and one that was close to 20, and the rest were like on that 16 to 18 range. And I said, that's not the area I want to fish, and I'm going to fish tomorrow the area I want to fish, that I always get pretty good luck. So the next lure that I was using is same pattern, weedless swim jig. That is my favorite. By the way, this is my favorite color with the smoky top and all those colors. I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but it does have extremely well shine and that holographic effect. It is the bait I love using for the most part. So I noticed that I was catching them close to the grass, right in front of the grass, and I tied on a swim jig. I trimmed the skirt. I made it a small profile, candy snack size, because they're, time of the year the fish are into that little finesse thing. The next day, it was a bust. I mean, I don't think I even caught a fish, to be honest, where I wanted to fish in the first place. So this video is the third and final practice day. I am struggling on the what I want to fish, which is by the dam. I always do well by the dam. Man, I try crankbaits, I try jerkbaits, I try spinnerbaits, I try everything. I even grabbed my whole tackle box, tied it around, and casted it to see if I'm gonna catch anything. No, I did not. I literally, kid you not, I was changing lures every 15 to 20 minutes, fishing almost a quarter, not even quarter mile, eighth of a mile stretch, where I usually get bunch of fish. It's a little cove in front of the dam on the northwest side that I usually stomp them, and literally I threw everything. I could not catch a fish. It was over. Done. And then I fished literally for 6 hours, no dice, and around 1 o'clock I shot back to the launch that I launched on day 1, and I was going back up and testing it out, see maybe the fish are in the bottom half of the lake. And yes, and that's when this video starts. Fishing day 3, final practice day, on the water, catching dinks, and I did catch one big one. That's why we have this video. So stay tuned, enjoy the video. There we go. Finally. Alright, Alex, the struggle has been real. First day, I fished for a couple hours, got a couple of nice ones. I didn't even bring my cameras to record. Did pretty well. And then I went to my butter section. Let me show you this quick dink. It's probably like 10 inches. actually 12 1/4. Not bad. Not bad at all. Struggle is real. Alright, addicts, we're in Sangchris, last practice day, and this is what we have to show for. This is what we have to show for. Struggle is real. Struggle is real. And I am in the reach. Well, let me get this situated. It's hard to move this big ass kayak. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm basically beating the bank. There is a grass line. I'm fishing in front of the grass line. I had so many short strikes and I switched to just a jig with a trimmed down tail, trimmed down paddle tail, and just working the bank. So we'll see what we can get into. So far, not that good. There we go. All right, guys. Second dink. Following the weed edges. All right, guys. Second dink. Following the weed edges and trying to make something up. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough bite. Gonna work it. Maybe gonna switch some baits. I'll figure it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a catch. What a catch. What a catch. What a catch. I switched to a chatterbait, white chatterbait, and take a look at this. Beautiful, beautiful specimen. Beautiful. Let's measure how big it is. $17. Not that of a big fish, but still biggest one of the day. Biggest one of the day. I've been switching baits. Flash daddy, chatterbait, swim jig. Finally, something to brag about. Let's go! Alright, Alex, another cookie cutter, probably 14 inches. It's a rough day, but at least we're closer to a limit on a practice day, at least. Fishing a cove and start to fish the points. Again, fishing the grass lines. Looks like that's what's gonna be the ticket. Fishing grass lines tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the dam a little bit and hopefully we'll figure something out over there. Got one more stop I want to try, and gonna head up to the camp, see what's going on over there. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys have any questions, concerns, check down below in the comments. It does help out with the algorithm, and it does help out with my channel. But that's it. I will be editing the video from the tournament in a couple of days. Like I said, I do have a pretty busy schedule right now. The walleye season is on, and I gotta make a couple jigs. I only have like a couple more orders left out to finish, but as soon as I'm done with those, I will edit the video. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I will be making maybe walleye videos too. The season is just kind of tuning up, so I hope I can get out this weekend and catch some and explain some stuff to you guys. That's it guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one.